Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Sercacraft. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be figuring out why the skulk is trying to infest my base for some odd reason. So, I closed the door, so let's go and find out what's going on. Apparently there's a spider nearby. I don't know how that happened. So let's go and... Oh, did it continue to spread? Oh my word. Okay then. Okay, let's assess the damage, because that's oh my word. Let's see here. Oh my word. What the heck? Okay. Okay, apparently the infestation hasn't really gone on this side, but it has gotten 10 times worse, man. Look at that thing. It has another pillar now. What the heck is going on here? Are you joking? No, this... It left me a window. Look at that. It left me a window. What the heck? Okay, well that's... Oh my god, it's even infesting the area. Oh, there's a bunch of... what are they called? Catalysts, I think? Yeah, there's a bunch of catalysts over there. And it's infesting the ground, bro. Okay, so I did do a little bit of research on the skulk. Apparently, this is not a normal thing. And I don't have any other data packs that allows it to act like this. But I don't understand why it's doing it to my save all of a sudden. What a weird thing to happen. Okay, well, we're just gonna try and figure out... Maybe the Ancient Cities has, like, some information for us. Because this is not normal behavior. Or maybe my game is bugged. That could also be a very good thing, too. That could also be a very good possibility. This will probably be the first time I'm going to report this, and hopefully something happens. Anyway. I don't even remember where all the Ancient City locations are. Yeah, so before I continue onward, this is going to be a smaller, smaller session than normal. Now, I know that I've been doing smaller sessions anyway because, like, well, 1.19 has already been fully explored, kind of thing. Like, we've already found the mangrove swamp. We've already gotten a bunch of its like items, and not only that, for the ancient city or whatever is the ancient city, yeah, ancient city. We got a bunch of this stuff from there, so it's not like we didn't really fully explore 1.19 or anything like that. And there is now news of 1.20 now, so it's like now we're on the last leg of our journey, kind of thing. Where, or maybe that's what the Skulk is doing, is just trying to like end the series quicker. It's like taking down the ship, so I could just say, "Yep, server's done." Ooh, what's down there? Some copper. I mean, copper's still a new resource. I don't have a huge supply of it, I think, so I should probably go grab some, actually. I don't think I have... Oh, this is silk touch. Okay, so that's not too bad. So long as I actually just use a fortune afterward. Okay, there's another one. Yeah, right here. Ooh, there was more. And there's still more. So maybe my, so yeah, so like with 1.20, like, in about 6 months or so, on the horizon, pretty much, I just want to just end off the session, or just end off the series, or at least, like, end off, like, a good portion of it, so though at the very least, though, so that I can get started, prepping for 1.20, and figuring out, like, what our challenge is, because I think Sercacraft got like a little bit more of not attention, but like it got a little bit more interesting when we did those little challenges, kind of thing. Like, I know for 1.16 there really was there really a challenge? I think it was mostly just find a bastion remnant and then I found one off screen, and then I don't think I explored it. I think I found it, took a picture of the coordinates, and then I'm just like, okay, that's it. I'm out of there. So same idea with so I think for 1.17, that's when we started from scratch, just to kind of show off how like good I am at Minecraft, or like with the, to show you guys my skills kind of thing that I like sort of learned while playing. And then I think did 1.18 have anything? Find other side, yeah. But that was always inevitable. That was always like meant to end pretty quick. And then now it was just Ancient Cities. I'm trying to remember what we did with the other versions. I think for what was it? 1.13, it was mostly just explore the oceans kind of thing, and then get a bunch of tridents. By the way, I'm killing villagers because it's fun, and because we don't really need villagers, because usually you would use villagers because like it's really good, but like for us it doesn't really matter, because, well, you keep things. So if you find a bunch of mending books, guess what? Well, since you keep a lot of mending books, you're not going to need villagers. So yeah, so anyway, so yeah, so I think 1.13 we was when we first did Sercacraft. It's not on the channel, but like my friend was streaming Minecraft, and that's when we ended up just doing all that. And I don't remember anything else though. I think for 1.14, I think I just made it my mission to protect a village, and so I gave it a wall, and that's when I ended up creating the Guardian Iron Golems. Did I ever show that off? I think I remember showing it off in 1.16. But yeah, but like I ended up like making those, and I ended up making some archers, which is just snow golems that no matter the temperature will like always like live. Then I have both of those kind of like just I have both of them kind of like patrolling the village. The only thing that I don't really like about the iron golem and snow golem kind of patrolling around an area is that they'll leave the area if you don't have like a wall or something like that. But then you kind of think about it and you go like, wait, if I have a wall, then why do I need the golems in the first place? Because if you because if you're trying to prevent, like, let's say a village from being attacked by zombies, just light up the area and put a wall. You light up the area so zombies can't spawn in there, and the wall is to prevent any zombies that are outside of the area from coming in. So then what's the point of having golems then? So yeah, so I had like a whole bunch of them. They were always like, and I think this is probably normal golem behavior, or this is just because like I had so many of them, so they were all pathing each other to like so close together, where I ended up like having like so many golems that were like going into one area, and like there were always like there was always like a corner of the village that was never like protected at all, because all the golems were on the, like, it had two different sections. It had like an upper section and a lower section. The lower section would have like the least amount of golems because they would all go up to the higher to the upper section and get stuck by trying to collide with another golem. And I'm guessing that this is probably normal golem behavior, or normal like player golem behavior. And I think there might be a way you can like spawn them in and make them act like villager golems, but yeah. I also made the golems that would spawn invulnerable to survival, which means that nothing can harm them in survival. The only thing that can actually take them out is like in creative mode, and I thought that would be perfect for the village that like we use. So though at the very least though, like you would have like an eternal guardian kind of thing. So though even if the village is like in ruins, you would be the sole person that would be like crying at everyone's graves kind of thing and mourning the losses. Even though I know that's like kind of like a dark way of looking at it, but you know, he would always see his failure of protecting the village, and I thought that would be a really interesting idea. And the archers have, I think, the same kind of qualities as the iron golem, like, but they're just snow golems with the ability to, I think, not die by going into like harsher climates for them, kind of thing. And I'm trying to remember if I created anything else. Well, I mean, I created the behemoth stuff, which is just meant to be like god level kind of thing, or OP weapons in general. I'm trying to think of anything else though too. I made all the command signs. I want to do at least one I would say one series, like one session just showing off what I do specifically of what I when I need to do it. Mind you, I do all of the command testing on a single player world, so that the server doesn't just break, and then I end up being very, very sad that I broke my creation or whatever because like I wanted to do it on the server instead. So I'll definitely do that on. I'll continue my trend of doing it on a single player world, and I also do it on a single player world because I can also like keep it, but like in order for me to like use it on the server, I still have to pay like the emeralds and all that stuff. Which that is another thing, is that we wanted to make sure that the cost for all that stuff is relatively low, because again, you can put the, because we have in our sort of like our shop kind of thing where you can buy command blocks. Since you can go in creative mode at any time, you can just, you know, add a command in there and then just loop and repeat. We do have, it's sort of like a read in between the lines kind of thing. You cannot use a command block to make yourself a command sign kind of thing. That's just not cool. Because then that means though that like there's almost like all you need to do is save up for a command block, which is like one of the cheap. I think is cheaper than a command sign. Because I think we have a command sign being like 24, I think, emerald blocks instead of like a command block, which is 20. And the only reason why we have the command block being like that way is because we usually don't use villager breeding. But even if we do, making 20 emerald blocks is still a pretty decent thing, because it's like who is gonna literally farm for like let's say 100 of them just to create 3 command blocks? Like who's literally gonna do that? So that's why like all the command signs, all the command blocks for Rosaria base are all like over like different versions, like 1.13, 1.14 kind of thing, and moving it from one ship to the other kind of thing. Since again, you are allowed to do that, so yeah. And since you're only allowed like one creation at a time, well, you can actually technically move like command signs from one ship to another, and you'd still be within well in into the thing, which we are now going to be changing. I want to double check to make sure that it's actually working properly, but based on what I've seen, because I did save in the world that it didn't have that issue anymore, we might be adding in the whole amulet thing. So if you're unsure what I mean, the amulet is a third-party program that allows you to move certain structures from a Minecraft world to another. If you have any experience with MC Edit, it's made by, I believe, the same people, or it is sort of half and half. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But if you do go to their website, though, they'll actually, like, I think they say, like, from the creators of MC Edit or something like that, or trying to do that. They have actually been, I think, making MC Edit for, I think, or they've been trying to make Amulet for about, I think when 1.13 started, I think they said they were gonna make it, and instead of having like a dev blog or something like that, just to say how far they've come, kind of thing. It took like I think 2-3 years for that thing to get like its first ever like like release version. And apparently like they released like sort of like dev builds kind of thing where like they're like extremely experimental kind of thing, but like apparently I my computer wouldn't be able to run it for some odd reason, even though like I looked at the requirements of how to start it, and yet my computer wouldn't start it. So it's like, I'm confused here. Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, suspicious dude, moss. Moss is always really cool to get a hold of. And